The tussle over Greenland intensified on Thursday following failed talks at the White House. While Donald Trump reiterated his desire to acquire the Arctic island by any means, European nations like Germany, France, Sweden, Norway and the Netherlands have begun ramping up their military presence in the territory, planning a military exercise. The Western military alliance NATO's fate hangs in balance as uncertainty grows over Greenland's destiny.
Denmark and its allies are stepping up security in Greenland as US President Donald Trump renews calls to acquire the island. France, Germany, Sweden, Norway and Netherlands have deployed military personnel for reconnaissance, while Poland has opted out. Greenland's Prime Minister says the autonomous territory would choose Denmark over the United States.
We are now facing a geopolitical crisis, and if we have to choose between the United States and Denmark here and now, we choose Denmark.
Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said US ambitions over Greenland remain unchanged. She added that the Allied military exercises are aimed at deterrence amid what she calls unacceptable pressure from Washington.
It has not been easy to stand up to completely unacceptable pressure from our closest ally for a lifetime. However, there are many indications that the most challenging part is ahead of us.
Germany said the Greenland mission also seeks to counter growing Russian and Chinese influence in the Arctic. Berlin insists NATO will not allow the region to be militarized by rival powers. French President Emmanuel Macron said on Thursday a first team of French soldiers was already in place in Greenland and more military means will be deployed in the coming days.
France has decided to join the exercise that was scheduled and launched by Denmark in a sovereign and independent manner as part of Arctic endurance. A first team of French soldiers is already on site and will be reinforced in the coming days by land, air and sea means.
Russia has condemned NATO's troop deployment, accusing the alliance of using false threats to justify a military buildup in Greenland. European deployments began after talks between US and Danish officials at the White House ended without a breakthrough on Wednesday. President Trump has maintained that if the US does not act, China or Russia will move in.
And the problem is, there's not a thing that Denmark can do about it if Russia or China wants to occupy Greenland. But there's everything we can do. You found that out last week with Venezuela. There's everything we can do about things such as that. Not going to happen. We're not, I can't rely on Denmark being able to defend themselves.
With Arctic ice melting, global powers are competing for new shipping routes and mineral resources. Greenland and Denmark reiterate that the island is not for sale, warning that forceful rhetoric risks deepening divisions within NATO. With agency inputs, Tripti Tripachi's report for DD India.